What I want to do is just spend a little bit of time sharing some, I'll say, perspectives and insights into this area of customer engagement and customer intimacy, customer, who is the customer? And before I came here, I think some of you know that I showed up this morning and I flew in from Chicago. My firm had a conference in Chicago over the last couple of days. We call it our Best Practices Conference. It's focused on agility. And one of the things when you think about agile and you think about being agile as an organization, there's reasons we are that way. And if you think about the world today and some of the things that are happening in terms of the disruptive innovation that's out there, the volatility and extreme volatility, we've seen some of that more recently in the oil and gas industry. We've seen some of that with the exchange rates, especially in the United States in terms of the dollar going up until just recently. And then, even in terms of some of the areas around the competition that's out there. I mean, we're seeing in environments where we have these disintermediating forces coming in and changing the environment that we engage in a very short amount of time. So the other thing is this digital perspective, being much more digital, being much more electrified, and with our internal customers. Our external customers, our suppliers, our employees as organizations, et cetera. And then lastly, the whole idea of this responsive customer-centric area. Not just responsive, but putting the customer at the center of everything that we do. And it really brings me to the point of thinking about us as a procurement organization and what does customer-centric really mean? People have a lot of perspectives when they think about what does it mean, customer centricity? And, our perspective is that you always start with the customer and work your way back. You create more, pull models versus push models in terms of our services as an organization. A lot of times, sort of like we run around with a hammer looking for a nail and we got certain, sourcing services, et cetera, and we're trying to figure out where we're going to apply those in the organizations. Customer-centric models start with the customer. What do they need?